SR93 boxing back with a quick video. People are now talking about Andrew Garcia being a racist and being a dopehead. Terence Crawford made a video on Andrew Garcia being a dopehead, talking all that shit. But I'm gonna give my take on this Terence Crawford and Andrew Garcia thing, and Andrew Garcia flipping out. Is he on drugs? Do I think he's on drugs? Let's look at. I'm also gonna look at all the thing about Terence Crawford and Danny Garcia situation. If we look at Andrew Garcia, he has said racist things before, or seems racist. He supports Donald Trump, and not all Donald Trump supporters are racist. A lot of them are. And he got a little racist thing in him. He's a bit openly. I don't think he will necessarily hurt someone outwardly racist like the KKKs or something like that, but he's got a little bit of racism in him. But it's crazy because a lot of these people are getting offended now when Andrew Garcia has already said shit about Amir Khan's race. People said he said about Amir Khan's religion, but not really, because he didn't really say too much about his religion. He said about his race, like him being Pakistani, take your magic carpet back to the Queen and stuff like that. So I don't know why people are suddenly surprised. He said a few things about Judah, I believe. This is one of the reasons why I'm a bit baffled with fans. Fans seem to get offended only where it applies to them. See, a lot of these fans that are getting offended, is because they offended their race by calling Terence Crawford nappy head, something like that. And Terence Crawford, I guess he responded to that before. There's some beef in them. There's a lot of beef in Terence Crawford and Team Garcia. But Andrew Garcia has always said racist things. I don't know why people are surprised. Why? You're surprised because they offended you suddenly? Before they were just offending a Pakistani, right? Who cares? But now you're getting offended. Now you think you're racist? Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people were saying Andrew Garcia is racist, and that's one of the reasons, even way before. And that's one of the reasons why they want to see Danny Garcia lose. And I kind of want to see Danny Garcia lose at times. I mean, not because of his pops. I do like Danny Garcia, but yeah, man, that's what I think of it. I do think he has some racism in him. Do I think he's on drugs? Look, they say, some people, my friends say I'm crazy and I'm not on drugs. They say you might be on something, but I'm not. So it's possible that Andrew Garcia is not on drugs, but I do think he is. I've been around people that taken drugs. He looks like a past. He used to sell drugs in the past, and he might have, even though he sold drugs, he might have used his own drugs. So even though he now doesn't sell drugs, he might still have the habit of consuming those drugs. So that's important to understand. That's important to keep in mind, that he could be a drug seller. Maybe he did that shit before, and he was talking about legalizing drugs. Man, Andrew Garcia be saying some crazy shit, and I made a video before, and don't get me wrong, I'm a Danny Garcia fan. But sometimes shit gets funny when Danny Garcia is getting beat up. Not necessarily losing the fight, but getting beat up. Or, people see him losing the fight, and that shit's entertaining to me. I kind of want to see Thurman kind of putting a beating on Garcia. I do. But I see Danny Garcia winning the fight. But yeah, that's kind of what I think of it. It's shit's get funny. You remember when he was fighting Khan, he was like, hip hip America, this and that. And then he made it a race thing when, Maycon never got involved with the race. He never gets involved with race and things like that. He also got involved with, America, and, he was very patriotic against Matisse. USA, and all that stuff. But right after Matisse, he goes and fights Puerto Rico, and it's like the song being played through the All Access or whatever that was goes, I'm coming home. So it's like Puerto Rican coming home thing. And meanwhile, the previous fight, he was like USA. Oh shit, man. Andrew Garcia might be on that shit. Who knows? I think he is on that shit. And I mean, look, he might just talk shit to someone else, someone that he might regret talking shit to, because not everyone's gonna have that. Yeah, man. That's really what I think of it. In terms of Terence Crawford, Danny Garcia situation, now this is a bit hypocritical. Terence Crawford wanted Danny Garcia, but Terence Crawford needs to understand, apparently they both fought in the amateurs, and Garcia won once and Terence Crawford won later. Both in the amateurs, right? But you know, Terence Crawford, he seems to be looking well, and everyone wants to see Danny Garcia lose. They're a bit frustrated on why he doesn't really lose. They got Herrera and Peterson as a loss against him, which is funny, and I wish he kind of lost. I don't think he lost, but I wish he kind of lost. But it was funny to see Danny Garcia kind of get beat up a little bit. But in terms of Terence Crawford, like he is gonna fight John Molina. All of a sudden, John Molina is a killer. You know, he telling Danny Garcia he'll move up, but Terence Crawford didn't sell much of a ticket. Much tickets, you know. There's a lot of hype between Terence Crawford and Paul Stall. Got a good amount of hype, and it didn't do good numbers. So, and Danny Garcia is one of the biggest names in boxing. He's not a pay-per-view fighter, but he's a big name. So why are you going to sit there and fight Terence Crawford? Let Terence Crawford build up, go to your weight division, and then fight you. That, you know, this is what's hypocritical about. This is why I've been defending Danny Garcia, because I think sometimes he gets an unfair share of criticism. So in terms of the Terence Crawford and Danny Garcia situation, yeah, I do think Danny Garcia is not cherry pick. He didn't duck Crawford. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. Terence Crawford's best win is against Victor Postol. He fought Hank Lundy, but so what, man? Danny Garcia fought a lot of fighters too. They're both great fighters. I think in the future that'll be a competitive fight. I think Terence Crawford has the capability of pulling it off. But other than that, I don't have to say, I don't have much to say. So I'll shut up, and I'll be out.